tell me what favor can't do. High five a neighbor, say, all I need is a little bit of favor. You've been operating with insufficient favor. God had to cause your delay die. And I'm going home now. In order, you can go with me now. In order for your delay to die. Can I get one witness? God had to let your delay die in order for you. Can I get a little help here? I said in order for you to get to your promise. Touch your neighbor, say, neighbor, I'm tired of being on pause, but I need a little bit of favor to get to my destiny. Can the church say yes? Well, when you look at the text, Terror dies at 205. Somebody shout insufficient favor. But when Terror dies, Abraham is 75 years old. Can I do a little bit more biblical numerology? A 70 is the number of restoration, and 5 is the number of grace, unmerited favor. Anybody need some favor that you don't qualify for? Anybody need some favor that you didn't deserve? Take me one step higher. I gotta get out of here, but touch your neighbor and say, neighbor, if you let your delay die, God will restore your favor. Can you take me one step higher? I gotta get out of here, but touch your neighbor, say, neighbor, I've been on pause too long, and I gotta let my delay die. Take me one step higher. I gotta get out of here, but maybe it's your family, but let the influence die. And the Bible says that when Terah died, Abraham heard from the Lord. Touch your neighbor, say, neighbor, it's your delay that's getting in the middle of your conversation with God. In other words, it wasn't until Terah died that God could speak to Abraham. Take me higher. He spoke to him and said, I want you to leave a dry and rocky place and get to your place of blessing. And there I'm gonna bless you. High five a neighbor. Say, neighbor, I'm on my way to a great blessing. Say, yeah, I gotta get out of here. But some of y'all looking at me like everything is okay. But you know what? That's all right, because you can stay on pause. But high five a neighbor. Say, neighbor, I just hit the play button. I just hit the play button. And I'm going higher, higher. Yes, yes. And he closed the book. You gotta let your delay die. You have the type of leadership that doesn't allow you to be complacent. But some of you can't even capitalize on all this rich word, all the programming in the ministries, because you still attached to a delay. I ain't telling nobody to go commit a homicide. So don't leave here and go home and say, Pastor Heath told me to kill my delay. Oh, yes. Can I get a witness in here? Touch your neighbor, say neighbor. Don't go home and kill nobody. But watch this. You got to learn to break the influence. Hear this, and I'm going. But you listen, and I'm saying you making the general statement, listen to people who have your worst interests instead of listening to people who have your best. Never would have made it. Never would have made it without you. I would have lost it all, but now I see you were there for me. And I'll say, never would have made it. Never would have made it without you. See, I had to let some delays die. And you know what? When I let the delays die, Bishop, I'm stronger. And I'm wiser. And I'm better. So much better. After all I've been through. And I went through some hell with my delays, but you know what? I'm stronger and I'm wiser. I'm better. Anybody better? So much better. After all the hell, after all the heartache that I've been through, I know it was your hand I was holding to, and I'll say never. That's your testimony, that you never would have made it. When your mama left you, when your family forsook you, when your friends left you for dead, never would have made it without you. Just nudge your neighbor and say, I never would have made it without him.